Welcome back to my channel and another swatch and review here. Today is going to be kind of like a little bite size, fun size, little cutie patootie swatch and review because I don't have a full collection for it. I mean, technically it is the full collection, but usually the collections I swatch and review are bigger. This is just a trio, and this is the Orly Jelly trio that just recently dropped. The marketing for this was a lot of fun. I saw it was like a picture. I'll see if I can find and pop it up. But it was like a polish, immersed in Jello or something like that. And it was really creative, really fun. And I love jellies. You guys know that. I talk about them quite often here on my channel. And so I thought this would be a good opportunity to bully more of you guys into becoming jelly enjoyers like myself. So I picked up this little trio, and actually they had a quad for sale. I will talk about that later, but I do actually have 4 polishes to share with you today, not 3. It's just that one of them isn't part of the initial, or that 3-piece drop that they did. So I will say I was a little bit surprised to see Orly do jellies because I feel like Orly does, creams, they do shimmers, they do metallics here and there, but I've never really seen them do jellies too much. And it's not a brand that I associate with jellies. I associate Cirque and things like that. But this summer, I don't know if you guys, is it just me or what, but it feels like a jelly summer. I feel like last summer was the summer of neons. You couldn't look left or right without saying neons, neons, neons everywhere. I was sick of it by week 2 of summer. And it seems like this summer's theme is jellies, and even there's some crossover there. We've seen some jelly neons and things like that. I think Loud Lacquer just did some jelly neons. We have a lot of brands doing a kind of a neon jelly this summer. These aren't necessarily bright neon colors, but they are summer colors. So I think that these are going to be perfect. So real quick, the collection is just 3 pieces here. It's like a trio. And then they do have an option where you can buy all 3 at a discounted price, or they did release a jelly on Valentine's Day. You can see the little hearts here on the cap. And they sell this little quad, this curated quad, for a discounted price as well. So as far as pricing goes, we have 3 options. You can buy a one-off, you can buy a trio, or they do have a little curated quad here with this red that they released for Valentine's Day. And then you can buy these 4 as a set, which is what I did. Now, if you buy them individually, they're going to be $12.50. You may have noticed that that is a little bit higher than the normal price on Orly website. That's because Orly did just undergo a price increase. It was I think 50 cents per bottle it raised up. But honestly, I don't think that's the worst thing. I don't think it's the end of the world. Everything is going up right now. And 50 cents, not too bad. Compare that to, what was it, last year, a year and a half ago, when Zoya was we're going to add $2 to our price. I can handle 50 cents. But yeah, $12.50 for a single bottle. If you want to get just the 3 new jellies, they do have that, let's see, for right now on the website, $28.13. Or you can get these 3 and the red polish from their Valentine's Day trio, and that will be $37.50 for the 4 of these. And if you buy them bundled, it does save you money off of the full price, which is a good deal. So as per usual, I'm going to real quick show you my live swatches, show you my hand swatches, and then we can talk more in depth about my thoughts and feelings on this collection. Up first, we have Ray of Sunshine, which is a bright, sunshiny yellow, perfect for summer. Now, on this first coat, for this and for all of these polishes, it may be a little bit streaky, but on that second coat, it really does help to even it out, such as the nature of jellies. And of course, it is going to be sheer even on second coat, third coat, fourth coat, it doesn't matter. The whole point of jellies is they have that jelly-like kind of see-through finish. So if you do have longer nails, you will be able to see the nail line here. And here is my full hand swatch. Next, we have Poolside, which is a bright kind of bubblegum pink. And this one kind of reminds me of a blow-up inner tube at the pool. This one is quite sheer on that first coat. As you can see, I feel like the yellow had a lot more pigment going for it than even these other colors. But it does build up, and if you really want more pigment from a jelly, I would suggest doing 3 coats. 2 coats here, you can see it does pretty well, but with that 3rd coat, you get a little bit more color. And then the last color in this trio is called Make Waves, which is that kind of oceany blue. And on the 1st coat, again, very sheer. This is the streakiest of them all. I think it's just because it has the darkest pigment, and so it will kind of pool up if you have ridgier nails like mine, and you can see it is definitely pooling in the ridges on my nails. But on that 2nd coat, you can see it does even out quite a lot. And if you do have like cracks in your nails like I do, you can kind of see them through the jellies, but I feel like from far away you can't really tell. Like in my swatch photo, you can't tell how beat up my nails are. And then finally we have Sweetheart. This was not part of the trio, but it was offered in a curated quad, and it did come out around Valentine's Day, so I did grab this as well. This is like a cherry red and very thin again on that 1st coat, but on that 2nd coat it builds up a lot more. I found that this was the least buildable of the 4, but you know, it's just the nature of jellies once again. And here is that full hand swatch. Kind of leans a little pinker, but it is a red. So what did you guys think of this little trio? Now, I know that jellies aren't personally everybody's jam, but I do think that they are a lot of fun and they do have a ton of potential. Initially, when I was structuring this video, I really wanted to do kind of like a showcase of different ways that you could use jellies, but to be completely honest with you guys, I just ran out of time. I don't know what I did with all my time this week because I can't account for like half of it. So I'm filming this, it's 5:15 on Friday evening, and this is supposed to go up at 11:30 on Saturday morning. So, you know, I don't have time to do a bunch of like nail art ideas for this particular video, but if you guys want to see an individual video, just ways that I use jellies or different ways that you can utilize jellies in a manicure, do let me know down in the comments, and I will do just like a dedicated jelly nail art video. But back to, you know, the collection at hand. So as far as the color scheme and the theming, I mean, you can't really go wrong with a red, yellow, blue or pink, yellow, blue, I guess, combo. It's like impossible to mess that up because those colors are just like made to go together. I know that much at least. And then throwing in this red doesn't really throw off the balance. I think that they all look really good together. I think it would be very easy to mix and match these to pair together, do Skittle Manis, things like that. So I think that the color scheme was really good. And then as far as like the naming go, we have like Ray of Sunshine, Poolside, and Make Waves. They really played up that summer theme. So again, just kind of like right on target for the time that these are coming out. So you guys have probably noticed on this channel, I've never really reviewed like anything smaller than, I think, like a 6-piece collection. I did one time compare like the old Not Milky White to the new Not Milky White, but that was more like a really big comparison that a lot of people were talking about. Usually when a brand releases like a duo, a trio, or even a quad, I have not made a video on it because I just feel like, I don't know, 6 seems to be like the sweet spot where you have enough to talk about. Anything less than that, I just feel like there's not enough subject matter. But in this case, I think it's a little bit different because this seems like, at least in my memory, the first time that Orly has ever really done a finish like this. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. You know, I haven't been in like nail polish history forever, so there could be really old jelly collections that I missed out on. But in my nail polish lifetime, this is the first time that I've ever seen them release jellies. And I mean, I guess they did this one back in like the Valentine's Day, but before that, I've never seen a jelly from Orly that I can recall. So I felt compelled to review this because I do really enjoy Orly as a brand, and I thought it was interesting that they made this choice. But I do think that a trio was the perfect choice for them to make. And I think that's pretty common for Orly in between their seasonal collections. I think they put out just smaller little like duos, singles, trios, everything like that. But I feel like a trio for jellies is like the safest and like easiest way to test the waters. Because like I said, jellies aren't for everybody, but they can see, you know, what their market is going to like. And summer is the perfect time for jellies. You know, it just, they feel like, they remind me of like a pool party. They look kind of like you know, those clear inflatable like plastic animals that you throw in the pool and stuff like that. So it's just a really good summer vibe. So I think that Orly picked the right time and like the perfect amount and the perfect colors for this collection to dip their toe in the jelly water. As for like the quality and the finish, I did not run into any issues with these. I think that jellies can look a little bit streaky, especially on that first coat. And that is a problem that I've run into with every single jelly that I've used. And I don't even think it's really a big problem because usually once you put on that second coat, it kind of evens out and like deepens up the tone a little bit. You are always going to have visible nail line with this. There's like, unless you, I don't know, do like 100 coats, I doubt there's any way that you can cover up your visible nail line, but that is by design. That is the nature of a jelly. So if you hate visible nail line, I would not recommend these at all. You know, if that's something that's going to bother you, don't even try jellies. But I will say, when I first got into polish, I thought visible nail line was gross and I thought it was weird and I thought, why would anybody want that? And now I love jellies. I am what I call a jelly enjoyer. So you could change, your tastes can change over time. Who knows? So out of these polishes, my least favorite isn't even part of the trio. It's the red. I just feel like, you know, jellies are a little bit lighter color on the nail, but it just kind of has a weird tone to it that isn't my favorite, but I think that this has a lot of potential in jelly nail art. I think that this would be fun just because, like, with the Valentine's Day theming, I think it would be fun to do a jelly sandwich with some big ol' heart glitters in between the layers and layer this over the top of it. I think that would be cool. But as far as, like, you know, top faves go, that's not it. My favorite out of this collection is the yellow. This one's called Ray of Sunshine. This literally looks like, okay, I feel like this is going to sound like I'm complaining, but I'm not, because this is my favorite for like a specific reason. But if, you know, when you have been wearing like nail polish nonstop, just changing the polish, and your nails just get this like nasty yellow tone and they just are like so stained, or like if anybody is or like knows a smoker, over time, like the nicotine will stain your fingers and your nails if you're like holding the cigarette. And it just looks like the worst smoker nail buildup. And it's like, it's just like, it looks like somebody peed on your nails. It's so gross. It's like the ugliest thing ever. Obsessed with it. Obsessed. Like, I want to wear this and just be disgusting and be like, look at my weird, disgusting nails. I can't even think of like nail art that I would want to do with this because I'm just so focused on how weird it looks, you know? I think that you could use it maybe in like a watercolor type mani, like dry brushing over white or something like that. And it would look a little bit better, but you know, it just looks like just like a combo of like the most stained nails you've ever seen in your life. And we've all been there. You know, my nails actually, they don't look too stained right now, but man, sometimes they get, especially when I wear like a green polish and I take that off, they kind of look like my nails with this polish on. I also like the blue too. So I got this in the mail and we were going like shopping, and then I ended up, you'll see this in my monthly haul on Tuesday, I picked up It's Brittany Beach at like Marshall's or something like that. And honestly, they look so similar. And I got these both home and I'm just like, why did I do that? Why did I buy this one? Because I wanted this because it's such an iconic shade. But I can justify it. They're different. This is not a jelly. This one is. It's a really pretty color, and this one reminds me a lot of water, which I think is the point. It's literally called Make Waves. So I think that you could do a lot of really fun things with this collection. I feel like I'm desperately begging you guys to get on the same page as me with jellies. So just let me know if you would like to see like a jelly nail art video, because I would love to do something like that if you guys are interested. And let me know if anybody else saw the marketing for this and picked any of them up, and if you like them or not. I would really love to know, because honestly, I saw the marketing, I saw a couple people get excited, and then I just didn't really see much of anything. So let me know your thoughts on this collection down below, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.